Lions TV, full-time from the Den. Pete, good point against a very good side. Could have been all three, though.
Good point against a very good side. Premiership side in the making, I would say.
Yeah.
I would say. A really good game. And I thought we were, particularly the first half, I thought we pretty much matched them.
Yeah.
One really good goal, decent chances, but make no mistake, they're a decent outfit.
Yeah.
I went up to Wolves, as you did, played the same way. Wide men sitting out on the line.
Almost playing five up front at times.
Yeah, and you look at them defend. Defending our corners, they had 11 men in the box, you know, so they're a proper unit. They spent all the money, that's fair enough. They got a decent keeper in Ruddy.
Yeah.
Disappointed with Archer, really. He's got his knockers, but you know,
He's got to be throwing his hat on that. It's a shot. You know, someone said to me, "Oh, Meredith should have shut him down." If you restrict teams to long range efforts, you expect your goalkeeper to throw his hat on that. He doesn't. I've been saying he doesn't move. He doesn't get anywhere when he dives.
I think it's decent keepers move their feet a bit quicker and then get across and make the saves. Left-hand side, he looks vulnerable. The shots that come in, to be fair, he made a good save from their free kick at the end. We were all fearful that was going in.
Yeah.
That said, you know, all in all, Marlon came on, did well. He's a confident, young lad, you know.
I was impressed with that.
AD continues to frustrate.
I think with O'Brien, he's like he does get slated, and he did get exposed massively today. But he's a forward player. He can't defend to save his life. So he's good in that position because he goes forward for us. But he's out of position. He's a striker, and he can't defend, can he? That got highlighted in a big way today.
Well, his defending isn't great. One of his problems is his anticipation.
Yeah.
We knew what they were going to do. They played a wide player. They played the little 1-2s, the return pass into the channel. If you know what they're going to do, you should be up on it.
Yeah.
I think it was Tunnicliffe, by all accounts, only got told in the dressing room that he wasn't starting, which was a bit of a shock for him. And I would really love to see us play with Tunnicliffe, Williams and Saville in the middle and Wallace playing there. But I think that should be our strongest midfield.
Yeah.
And Tunnicliffe did well when he came on. Of course, Stevie comes on. He was never going to play all 3 games. No. He hasn't got 3 games in him for 7 days. In 7 days. So and he adds another little dimension. There was a time in the second half there he received the ball. He took 3 players out just by taking it, knocking it, and then knocking it back inside. He's a canny player, Stevie. Okay, he's getting on, but and Tom, you know, I think Tom was always going to start, given that you know, Morrison hasn't got the legs for those games. We
got a group chat obviously on WhatsApp, and people said, you know, some people saying he was shit, some people saying he's not very good, I don't think, but at the same time he was more effective than Morrison has been. You should know he's out there. He does cause problems, whether it's in the right way or the wrong way.
Well, he had a decent first half, Tom. He was winning his headers. Where before some of the games he's been a little bit out of sorts. He's another one. He's not quite there with his anticipation. You look at Lee Gregory.
He's superb today, Gregory.
He receives the ball from high up on the inside step. He pulls defenders this way and that was a very good goal. I mean, Jed knocking it through. He let it run across his body, opened himself up, and placed it in the corner. He didn't spank it. He placed it.
Yeah.
He needs that. You know, he needs that because there's a few that are on his back. Oh, you know, you've had 20 games and you've scored that, but he's you know, he's one of us.
Yeah. It was a good display, wasn't it? Good display, good point, really, against a good side.
Yeah. They're a really I don't want to overplay them, but they're a decent side.
Yeah.
You look at their fullbacks are playing wide, high up the pitch. Their centre backs, you know, they're a solid pair, as ours are. You know, I rate Hutch is probably one of the few players from our team that would get into that side.
Yeah,
because
agree with that.
You know, Cooper, he's all right. I wish he'd play the short ball. I don't
think he's allowed.
Well, no, he's probably not. But you know, when he plays the short ball, more happens.
Yeah.
It's that second half when Marlon was on. It was, you know, we were picking away at him. But we all would have taken a point before
Yeah,
the game.
100%.
Absolutely.